Every year, people contact me after watching my first video on the best hotels in Santorini with CALDERA View, telling me that all hotels I'm recommending there are sold out already. And well, that doesn't really surprise me. I put all of Santorini's best deals in that video, so obviously they're gonna get booked very fast, and that's why I decided to create a part 2 of this video. And in case you're not sure what CALDERA View exactly means, it means cliff view. And since those cliffs are called the Caldera Cliffs, that's where the expression CALDERA View comes from. Alright, let's start with Fira, the capital. If you plan on using public buses, this is where you want to be. As always, I'm going to leave the links to book all these places down below, so if you want to support the channel, go ahead and use them. And the prices you'll hear are for July and August, so for the most expensive months. Alright, first we have Cavallari Hotel. This one is very affordable. Rooms start at 250 euros a night. In case you haven't watched my other videos, just know that the average price for CALDERA View hotels is around 500 euros a night in July and August. So yeah, 250 is really good. Next, we have Atlantis Hotel. Now this one might sound familiar. I actually mentioned it in my video on the hike from Fira to Ia, saying that Hotel Atlantis is the starting point of the famous 6-mile hike. So yeah, great location, great view. Rooms start at 400 a night and sunset view as well. By the way, all hotels I'll be mentioning in this video have sunset view, since all of them will be in this area. And as you probably know, that's the area with sunset view, while that part here does not see the sunset. Next, we have Panorama Boutique Hotel, also starting at 400 a night. There's a shared swimming pool with the view, and then some rooms also have their own private pool. Next, there's Eyalos Luxury Traditional Settlement, also starting at 400 a night. You're just above the Analipsis Church with this very cute white dome you see here. Alright, that was for Fira. Now let's go to Firostefani. Walking to the bus terminal in Fira from Firostefani takes 15 to 20 minutes, so if you plan on using Santorini's public buses and you don't mind walking for a bit, Firostefani is great. First, we have Rallini Hotel, where rooms start at 300 a night, a very good deal, and you have this fantastic view of Skaros Rock from your room. Next, we have Agali Houses, again, great view of Skaros, which is normal because we're in Firostefani, which is just next to Skaros Rock. Rooms start at 450 a night, and if you want a private pool, it'll be around 600 a night. Then there's Chic Hotel Santorini. This is one of my favorites in this video. I mean, come on, look at that. Rooms start at 500 a night, 600 if you want a private pool. Next, we have Dana Villas, very classy shared pool. Wonderful sun deck with the view, including sunset view. And if you're getting married, they also have a perfect spot, just saying. And if you feel like spending 1,500 a night, definitely get yourself the cave pool villa. I'm always very jealous when one of you guys sends me a selfie from that room. Incredible stuff. Alright, that was for Firostefani. Now let's move on to Imerovigli. First, we have Nefeli Homes, one of the cheapest of this video. Rooms start at 250 a night. And of course, Imerovigli being the highest point on the Caldera Cliffs, the views are even more impressive than in Fira and Firostefani. Next, there's Hotel Sunny Villas, just above Skaros Rock. Really cool view. Rooms start at 350 a night, 550 with the private pool. This is a very popular one. I meet lots and lots of you who actually stayed there. Next, we have Honeymoon Petra Villas. This one is a 5-star, and it's probably my favorite of the whole video. Look at this view. Everything's built with black lava rocks that are scattered around the island from previous eruptions, and it gives this place such a unique look. Rooms start at 500 without a private pool, 1,000 with a pool. Next, we have Pegasus Spa Hotel. Gorgeous view. Nearly all rooms have their own private pool, and prices start at 700 a night. But again, remember that all these prices are for July and August. If you come during other months, it's gonna be 2 or even 3 times cheaper. Alright, this was for Fira, Firostefani, and Imerovigli. Those 3 towns have great views, arguably the best of the entire island, but if you're renting a car, these can be messy places to park. Now, I made a video where I give you some tips regarding parking in these towns, but still, you'll never be able to park in front of your door because all these places are pedestrian, so you have to leave the car outside. And that's why I'm going to give you in this video 4 more hotels with great views and where you can actually park in front of your door. The first one is Gizi's Exclusive, just north of Imerovigli. They have many suites, so you should still be able to find a room there even if you're booking last minute. Prices start at just 350 a night. That's very reasonable. And if you want a private pool, it's gonna be 500. And fun fact, the hiking trail from Fira to Ia passes just in front of the hotel. You're exactly halfway between Fira and Ia. So if you stay there, you could split the hike in two and walk one day from your hotel to Fira and then the other day from your hotel to Ia. Another hotel with Caldera view, but with easy parking, is Lilium Hotel, just south of Fira. It's a 5-star hotel. Prices start at 400 without a private pool and 500 with one. For a 5-star with that view, those are some really good prices. Next, we have Grand View in Imerovigli, and I wanted to make sure to include this one in this video because in my previous video on best hotels with Caldera view, out of all the hotels I talked about, the number one that you guys booked most often was Atermi. Amazing place, but they don't have that many rooms. And so many of you have contacted me saying, please tell me there's another place similar to Atermi that I could book. Well, guess what? Atermi, which is this one here, has a neighbor called Grand View, similarly looking, and a little cheaper since there are no private pools there. But they have this shared pool with a great view and it's very decently priced. Rooms starting at 300 a night. And the fourth hotel with easy parking is Elements of Caldera in Akrotiri. Gorgeous panoramic view from the shared swimming pool, and they also have a very nice sun deck for sunset. Super romantic. Alright, now if all the hotels I mentioned so far, plus the ones of my previous video, are all sold out by the time you're watching this, then I'm gonna give you 5 more which don't have a direct Caldera view, but are super close to a spot with the view, like literally across the street, and tons of rooms. So they should still have some availability for you. The first one is El Greco, just south of Fira. And see what I mean? The hotel is here, but you'll need to exit the hotel and go stand by the cliffs in order to actually see the view. Here's the same but seen from the road. El Greco is over here, and you would have to cross this road and sit down somewhere there to admire the view. Such hotels typically sell out less often, so if you're booking last minute, this is probably the best alternative you can find. And parking is super easy for those hotels without the view, since you're not in the pedestrian parts of the island. Rooms at El Greco start at 300 a night in July and August. Just next to El Greco, we have a place called The Majestic, and once again, you'll have to cross that street to see the view. It's a 5-star hotel, and rooms start at 350 a night. Still on the same road, we have the De Sol Spa Hotel, and again, you have to cross that street to get the view. All those hotels are located on this long road connecting Fira to the southern half of the island, in case you were wondering. De Sol is a 5-star hotel. Rooms start at 500 a night, and they have this very nice swimming pool with sea view facing east. And if you want a room with a private pool, they also have that, but not with Caldera view, of course. Next, we have Nautilus Dome, still on the same road. And guys, this is an incredible deal, because even though you're not on the right side of the road, you still have Caldera view, and prices start at just 200 a night. And that's in July. In May, it's like 140. Super affordable place, but they don't have that many rooms, so be quick for this one. And one final hotel I want to recommend, which doesn't have direct Caldera view, but is very close to it, is Santorini Palace in Firostefani. So this is the hotel here on the right. And now if we go back, and we look back, bam, the super iconic Instagram spot of Santorini called the Three Bells of Fira. Amazing place to go and watch the sunset from for free. And that's like 50 meters outside of the hotel. So yeah, Santorini Palace, amazing location. Prices there start at 400 a night during high season. My affiliate links are down below. All right, many people decide not to visit Mykonos because they believe it's purely a party place and they're not into partying. But I disagree with that. Mykonos has great things to offer that have nothing to do with alcohol and loud music. And I explain why Mykonos is actually a very nice island in this video. And over here, the amazing day trip from Athens to the islands of Agistri and Aegina. If you have a free day in Athens, you should definitely consider this one. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you next one. Bye.